What's up guys, welcome to this special edition of Merce World. It's Friday, not Thursday. The reason for this is I want to do an extended episode just for you guys. Everything that's going on in the world at the moment, you need a little bit of positivity, something to look forward to. So I thought, why not give a few extra selections this week? A bit more choice, especially considering some of you may have been isolated or some of you may have to stay in or work from home, things like that. So you have plenty more time to watch a load of films or TV shows. Trying to be positive in a very negative time to be alive. Sit back, relax, and let me show you the way. Thank you everybody for your great comments last week. Make sure you leave lots of comments this week. Let me know what you guys are up to, what you're doing in isolation. If you're working from home, what you're up to, you watching anything good. Keep the comments going, guys. Interact with each other, keep each other company, because you don't know who's on the other end of that message. They might be sitting on their own and bored, so give us some company. Let's be good to each other. Apart from a great selection of films and TV shows this week, I've also got a little bit of news for you throughout the episode, so stay tuned and find out what that is. Without further ado, let's see what I've been watching this week. Spy on Netflix. Spy is a comedy movie starring Melissa McCarthy, Jude Law, and also my mate, Jason Statham. Right, Jason, if you're watching, call me mate. I haven't had a text for ages since the whole restaurant debacle. Jeez. This comedy is really, really funny. If you want something to cheer you up, this is the kind of thing I'd put on. I love this film. There's not many comedies that you really, really enjoy. There's some that you get a few little giggles, like the one I reviewed a couple of weeks ago, Blockers. That's one of those where you do get a few belly laughs and it's overall enjoyable, but it's not something I'd say, oh wow, got to go watch that. Definitely, it's a really, really good comedy. I think Spy is one of those. It's a brilliant kind of mix of action, comedy. If you like Miranda Hart, she's also in it. She has a little cameo. Jason Statham in it is the funniest thing. I think he steals the show. The story is, I think James Bond in America. Melissa McCarthy is kind of works in the office. She's the admin, so she's guiding this James Bond kind of character around Jude Law, and then basically everything goes wrong and she has to be a spy. So she's trained as a spy, but because she's quite timid and stuff, they kind of repressed her, put her in an office job. She has to go out on the field, try and, save the day, basically. That's all I'll tell you. I won't tell you too much. All I will say, it's really, really funny. I really enjoyed this. Comedy is subjective, so don't forget that before you start slating me if you hate it. I think all the family would enjoy this one. So check that one out, Spy on Netflix. Better Call Saul Season 5. I'm going to be honest with you guys here. I am not up to date on Better Call Saul yet. I think I'm on Season 3 still. So, with all the reviewing I do, you can't finish everything. So this is more of a heads up really, guys. Again, because everyone's sort of at home and isolated, I'm trying to give you as much as possible this week, just so you don't miss out. Better Call Saul is a prequel to Breaking Bad. Now, Breaking Bad is maybe the greatest series of all time. Game of Thrones, great. Either one of those two to me is one of the best series of all time. It's up there. So if you haven't seen Breaking Bad, obviously go check that out. I did review the Breaking Bad movie, I think my second episode, so go back and check that out as well if you're interested in that. If you haven't seen Breaking Bad, make sure you watch that. Make sure that's the first thing you do watch. This is a prequel and it's about the lawyer in Breaking Bad, Saul Goodman, and it's about his early life, how he became a lawyer, how he got involved in, what went on in Breaking Bad, no spoilers, and it's really, really good. You get some of the characters from Breaking Bad in it as well. There's some really interesting dynamics and great relationship. And they say Season 5 has just come out now. I haven't actually seen it yet. So guys, let me know, is it any good? How's it compared to the rest of the seasons? Is it worth the watch? Supersonic on Netflix. Supersonic is a documentary that follows the beginning of 90s band Oasis, who, still to this day are one of the best bands ever. And it is a brilliant, brilliant documentary. Now, if you want to watch something a bit upbeat with some banging tunes, this will be for you. It's a fascinating journey from start to finish, loads of home videos, loads of concert footage, things like that, just to see how the brothers' relationship, is sort of has been strained throughout. The documentary shows how they actually began in their first gig, and honestly the speed of from when they started the band to going to the world's biggest band is phenomenal. I did not believe it. I don't want to ruin anything for you. I want you to enjoy the documentary, but trust me, it is excellent. And a shout out to my mate Carl, who absolutely loves Oasis. So hi Carl Hamilton. So I'll give a shout out, mate, because I know I can't get away with saying something about Oasis without telling you. It's a really, really good documentary. Highly recommend this one, something to watch, put on the background if you work from home, something like that. But check it out, you won't be disappointed. I thought it was absolutely excellent. And that's all really I can say on it. Just check it out, let me know what you think. I don't know if you guys are aware, due to the current pandemic, cinemas have had to close. What this has meant is some studios, movie studios, are going straight to on demand. For example, The Invisible Man is going to be available from today on pay-per-view. I don't actually know the price and at time of filming. I know in America it's about $19.99. And what this gives you is a 48-hour rental, where I believe you can watch it as many times as you want. This is great if you are in isolation and you really wanted to get to the cinema and see that film. That's just one example. There are many other films such as the Harley Quinn film. What do you guys think about about this method going forward. Now, personally, I've said for a long time, there's some films that I wouldn't, necessarily go all the way to cinema to see, but I would love to watch them at home. I've always said I think it'd be a great idea to release a movie simultaneously with cinema and on pay-per-view, but obviously maybe make it a bit more expensive so the cinema doesn't suffer as much. Obviously, if the cinemas are still going, we will not know. But what do you guys think about that idea? Do you think cinemas are still needed? Do you go to cinema often, or would you watch everything at home? And do you think on demand is good for cinema release? Let me know, guys. The Fighter on Netflix. This is the true story drama movie based on boxer Mickey Ward and his journey throughout boxing. I won't give away any spoilers. All I will say is it's a fantastic film overall. One of the best movies. If you like something like Rocky, this is a much more serious version of real drama. It's obviously a true story. It stars Mark Wahlberg as the boxer, and then his brother's played by Christian Bale, who's kind of a crackhead, and it's about their relationship. It's about the relationship with boxing. It's about the tough times they go through. It's a real great movie. I really enjoyed this one. It's fantastic acting, brilliant performances. Christian Bale, he won an Oscar for this performance. It's got a bit of everything. If you like your fighting films, you've probably already seen it. If you haven't, check this one out. It is really good, and it's currently on Netflix, so don't let it go. Watch it while it's there. That's The Fighter on Netflix. Whiteboy Rick, the documentary on Netflix. Now, a few months ago, I don't know if you recall, but I did do a review on a movie called Whiteboy Rick, and it was excellent. I thought it was a really good, gritty drama. Go back and watch the review, see what you think. It's still on Sky if you want to watch it. This documentary is the actual documentary about the real life events. Obviously, the film was based on real life events. The documentary is about a 14-year-old boy who was brought in by the FBI as an informant. He lived in quite a poor area, and he's had contacts in with some sort of drug dealers and big time drug dealers, things like that, through his father, who was a gun dealer. It's a really crazy kind of story. Now, the movie I really enjoyed, so go back, check out the review of that one, just search Merseworld, Whiteboy Rick, and you'll find it. But this documentary is a great follow-up, and to be honest with you, after watching the film, I forgot about some of these details, and obviously they only cover so much. This is really good, and again, it shows about injustice in America. If you like something like Making a Murderer and the injustice, this is just up that street. Again, I don't want to ruin anything. I'm so tempted not to ruin anything. I'm trying to keep everything upbeat. So check that one out. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. It's really good watch, and I'd say I'd recommend the film as well. So check that out, guys. Hope you enjoy it. Quiet Place on Netflix. The Quiet Place is a horror movie that I actually saw at the cinema, and I pretty much think I said at the time that's the best film I've seen at the cinema. It's not the best film I've ever seen, but for a cinema film, it was brilliant. The story is basically about a family. In the future, something's happened. You don't really know what. All you know is that everyone has to be really quiet. Otherwise, like these monsters or aliens, I don't know, again, without spoiling, I'm not going to tell you what's what. But, something basically grabs, just eats these people or kills these people. You don't know. It's really suspenseful. I was on tenterhooks. I've actually read a lot of people recently, since it's been on Netflix, who say they hated it. Some people say they loved it. I think it was a very decent film, probably a 7 out of 10. The reason it was so good at cinema, in the film, everyone's silent, right? So sort of they can't tread in anything, slightest noise, it could be the end of them. And in the cinema, everyone's eating their popcorn, they just stop. And then suddenly, there was a bit with noise. They're suddenly eating their popcorn. It was bizarre, but it was really cool. I really enjoyed it. Now, number 2 was due to be out, I think today. It might have actually been due out today or last week. I think it might have been today. Either way, it's not out because obviously the directors put it back due to, the circumstances in those cinemas. Overall, a very good watch. If you enjoy horrors, this is definitely one of the better ones. It's got Emily Blunt, who's, fantastic actress, and her husband as well. And I didn't realise they're a real life husband and wife couple. It's intense. I liked it. Saying that, it did have a lot of plot hole problems. That's the only issue. But for a horror, what do you expect? So check that one out, guys. Hope you enjoyed that one. I did. Disgusting. Go on, go. Get out of here. Get out of my yard. Damn kids. Hi, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in to this week's episode and where the world has gone crazy. I'm glad you're all safe, and thank you for tuning in. Don't forget, share this video. There's people stuck, they've got kids in, people got problems going. Sometimes you need to just wind down. You need to watch some films, switch off, a little bit of escapism. That's why I've always loved films. Growing up, films have been my escapism. No matter what, even when times have been the worst, sit back, watch a film, forget for a few hours. Things are out of your control sometimes. You've just got to go to the flow, control the things you can, don't worry about the things you can't. Don't forget to go back and see my old episodes as well. There's so many selections. I've done 31 weeks in a row, quite a lot of viewing. That's about at least 3 things a week. So it's over 100 things to choose from. Let's have a little browse through, go through the playlist, Subscribe if you haven't already. I forgot to mention that. Tell your friends to subscribe. Hit the notification tab because every Thursday there's a brand new episode, or today's a Friday, but it's a very special edition. To put a few more extra things in because all the virus, people at home, things like that. I wanted to help you. I'm trying to be nice. I'm trying to be a nice person, So make sure you spread the love, guys. As Bill and Ted said, be excellent to each other. And I think this is a time on earth to be excellent to each other. So do your best. No one knows what's going to happen. Try and be positive. Easier said than done, I know. Hope you found something good to watch this week. Take care of yourself. I'll see you guys next Thursday.